Something that not a lot of people talk about is the introduction of characters. But it is one of the most important bits of writing in a story or a narrative. As people will tell you throughout your life, first impressions are important. When it comes to relationships and job interviews or really anything. And that is no different for stories and even for anime. So today I'll be dissecting why the introduction to the new villain, Stain, in My Hero Academia Season 2 is done so goddamn well. So in the 11th episode of the second season, we have the episode called Fight On Ida, which gives us the impression that there will be a big fight regarding Ida in this episode. Since it's a tournament arc, and each main character has had a big fight, besides Ida up until this point. But the title is there to give you this false sense of security in a way. You're most likely thinking Ida will lose to Bakugo or Todoroki, but we'll get a cool fight of it. I was thinking the same thing. But they give us this very small encounter with Ida's short fight. It was Todoroki versus Ida, and instead of the crazy fight we got with Todoroki and Izuku, this short little encounter happens. But right before the fight begins, we get this little tidbit of Ida trying to get a hold of his brother, which is foreshadowing for later in the episode. He's trying to get a hold of and Ida's brother is the pure motivation for him to become a hero. But his brother doesn't pick up because he's on a mission since he's a big hero and all. Then we cut to a clip of his brother chasing down this villain that we do not know of as of yet. This eerie music starts to play and makes us feel very uneasy. Right when he finds the so-called hero killer, we cut to a commercial break. Then it goes into our fight with Ida versus Todoroki. We expect this great drawn out fight, like dramatic fight, Ida fighting for his brother, but it only lasts around a whole minute. But the fight isn't the only thing he was going to lose that day, because Todoroki whipped his ass, and because right after we get the conclusion to Ida vs Todoroki, we see an alleyway filled with blood, and Ida's brother, Tensei's bloody phone, and on it says missed call, Ida Tenya. And we're seeing all these images of one of our beloved main character's family member dead on the ground. And then, as we fucking see this dead body of his brother, this fucking creepy music plays, and we hear the hero killer Stain spouting about that Tensei isn't a hero, and all of the heroes are money-fueled assholes wanting fame and glory and all of these things. Then he says, the only one who will let kill me is All Might, which is pretty goddamn creepy. This implies that he has a past with him that makes him, in his eyes, a hero, which I'm really excited to see. As of this recording, obviously, we haven't seen that conclusion yet, but it's really interesting to see like a link. That's what I really love when characters, and that they do that very well. After that eerie and terrifying scene, we see this Tokiyami versus Bakugo fight. What I really love about this episode is how they mix this dark subplot of Ida's brother getting killed with this motivational lighthearted tournament. It really makes the villains seem much more menacing, and it really works really well. After that fight, Ida gets a call from his crying mother, telling him about what happened to his brother, and what this villain did in around 5 minutes in this episode changes Ida's entire motivation so goddamn quickly. That is why I find this introduction so fascinatingly genius. It flows with the episode, and it affects one of the main characters involved so goddamn much. Plus, as I said before, the contrast with the lighthearted tournament helps it. As Ida finds out about his brother, the screens get wrapped with this black covering, which makes it very menacing. Ida has this face of pure terror and insecurity. When you find out something happens to your family member, you're fucking dude, man, that's messed up. And it's his brother. It is his pure motivation to become a hero. And right as we zoom into Ida's face, it cuts to Stain licking the knife, which is still filled with the blood of Ida's brother. Just when you think the episode is done and over with, one of the past villains, the one with the shadows, appears behind Stain, and asks him for a moment of his time, implying some sort of alliance. My Hero Academia has really nailed its small list of villains so far, and has made me get way more into the show than I thought it would. This episode and introduction was done so well rounded, I just needed to make a video describing why it is so well made. In short, My Hero Academia is simple, but also fucking brilliant. As always, I'd like to thank you guys for watching this video. Leave a like if you enjoyed this video and subscribe if you haven't. I'll be releasing videos a lot more frequently. If you guys haven't seen my Samurai Jack video or my Legend of Korra video, go check them out. My next video is going to be coming out later this week. It's a bit of a ramble style video, not as scripted as my past 3 videos. So, without further ado, thank you guys for watching. As I said before, check out my other videos and hasta la vista. 気持ちが溢れそうでわたわたわたわた頭はくるくるくるくるあなたの笑顔が浮かんじゃうエビでエビパイ桁下とこれと